just you presented that, and then after that.
Okay, so we are getting live streamed. Okay. So this everyone can see now.
Just you presented that, and then after that.
Okay, so we are getting live streamed. So this everyone can see now.
Just you presented that, and then after that.
We are getting live streamed. So this everyone can see now.
Just presented that.
Why is that voice coming back in a loop?
No, it will not. I can only see myself on the live stream on YouTube.
Maybe you're the only one worthwhile going live.
Hi, Radhika, welcome. Just
Thank
promote
you.
your panelist.
Thank you. Can I just do a quick sound test?
Sure.
Yes, yes, please.
KB, please give me feedback if I need to keep the if the tanpura is coming in the way of the vocals, just let me know, please.
Somehow your voice is coming very feeble to me. Let's ask others.
I've turned on the original sound. Let me try both versions and then you tell me how it's working. This is with the original sound is on. बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल ज़बान अब तक तेरी है. So this was with the original sound was on. Now I'm turning it off.
But when you speak, it's coming.
So let her do both the versions,
Yeah,
Gideon, then we'll get to know. Yeah.
Okay, this is with the original sound off now. बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल ज़बान अब तक तेरी है. Sorry, my volume was a little less. Sorry, let me do this again now. बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल ज़बान अब तक तेरी है, तेरा सुतमा जिस्म है तेरा, बोल के जाए अब तक तेरी है बोल. Is this okay, or I'll go back to now the original sound? Actually, initially my volume was halfway, so maybe that was impacting it. देख के आहन घर की दुकान में तुंद है शोले, सुर्ख है आहन खुलने लगे कुफलों के दहाने, फैला हर जंजीर का दामन बोल. Okay, now.
Awesome, Radhika. But I like the second better.
मतलब अभी जो मैंने किया,
नहीं, जो पहले का आपने second किया था.
पहले किया था.
हाँ,
अच्छा. This one with the original sound is off. बोल के लब.
Yes.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
Awesome, awesome.
It's amazing. But when you're speaking, somehow I am hearing it at a lower volume. The song itself is at a decent volume.
Okay.
But when you're saying things, it's coming at a little lower volume. Let's ask others, Preeta and Deepak.
Yeah, slow.
Sorry, Deepak, what do you?
And as जो अभी हम YouTube पे live stream कर रहे हैं, so every panelist has to switch on their videos. नहीं तो सिर्फ जिनका videos on है उनका ही YouTube पे and Facebook पे सिर्फ faces दिखाई देंगे. Others का नहीं दिखाई देगा.
हाँ. नहीं दीपक, वो तो मेरे को I am disabled to turn on my video.
की आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है.
Deepak, I'm disabled to turn on my. It says you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
Deepak, you are the host.
Same for Prof. Tanuja. She's here.
Hi, Tanuja ji, welcome.
आवाज कम आ रही थी.
Hello everyone. I'm very much here. But I can't start my video and I wanted to check if my zero screen is coming.
So from where
It says you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it. Should I send the screenshot?
Deepak is the
No,
host.
no, we believe you.
Lovely. That's a good beginning.
Yeah. Now I think you can.
So should I go?
Yeah.
Should I go out and join again?
नहीं,
Tell
हम
me
आपको
what
I
try.
was able to.
Yeah.
You can start.
Please try.
No, you can speak. I see that your video. Let me see. Ask to start video. Okay, I just clicked on
Start
that.
my video. Yeah, yeah. Now the instruction. Oh, and great. The background is also there. Hi. Not bad. Done.
Yeah, Deepak, it's working now. Good evening, Professor Tanuja. How are you
Hey,
doing? Ekta
Deepa,
here.
how are you? Deepak
I'm doing
also.
well.
Who else I met earlier? I met KB, of course, I know.
Yeah.
So, Pritha, great. All set. Good
Yes.
luck.
Thank you.
Hey, Radhika, you're looking fantastic. What is that traditional jewelry or something?
Wow.
I made full fayda of the occasion.
I know when you're speaking, the volume is coming. Sprita, is that how it's coming?
Yeah, yeah. Radhika, I can't just about paint. Like Tanuja is clear, you are clear.
Yeah, you're with your earphones?
Yes.
Acha.
No, I'm not. I'm just
No.
directly speaking.
Tell me if it's better. I've taken off my earphones
Pritha,
now.
I'm taking half a minute. Okay, I'll be back.
Sure, sure, sure.
Is the spoken volume better? No?
Maybe you're so soft spoken otherwise
Nahi,
also.
nahi, nahi. I've never been accused of that.
And I have teacher's throat.
This is a bit. Preeta, what I'll do is I think I'll log in from my phone then. That's the same.
No, don't do that. On
No,
the phone, you will not be seen at all. No, don't do that.
Acha.
As long as, I mean, so the music was coming fine.
Okay.
You know, that was coming fine. But now when you're talking, it's
Huh.
not. But
Okay. Let me
So,
But
put
put
my
Jay
earphones back.
Parthasarathi, Preeta has joined. I will promote him.
that's right. That's right, please.
I'm just doing that.
I put on my earphones again now.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
Preeta, can you hear me?
yes, welcome.
Hi, hi.
I'm trying to promote. Acha, you'll be joining now as a panelist. Yes.
Yes,
That-
he
okay.
needs to switch on his video as well. Yes, yes.
Okay, video on.
Yeah, Chedev, we are live on YouTube as well, so you need to keep your video on.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everybody. This is
Good evening.
Jaideep.
Good evening.
Hi.
We
So
are
we are
3,
live
4.
on Facebook as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great, great.
Can you hear me now, Preeta?
Yes, yes, perfect.
Yeah, okay,
perfect.
okay. So I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So how many are we expecting to join? It's a
You never
question
know.
I
You
can
never
ask.
know. Yeah, you never know these things. There are about 150 kind of confirmed.
Invites.
But you know, till no, invites are much more.
Yeah.
But ultimately, how many? It depends on so many things. Now that all over North India, the Kavod Yatra has started.
In fact, I sent it out to some people, and some friends in Guwahati have also received the invite from my side.
I see. How
So let's see if
nice.
some of them come.
How nice. So just so that everybody knows, there are several of our invitees who are not yet promoted as panelists. I can see there's Venkat Ramana here. There's Professor Jean Saldana. There are others who will be joining. So throughout the proceedings, we will take the liberty of promoting you as a panelist, and then putting you up on to, share or suggest support, even ask you a question. So Ramana, you are there, I can see, and Professor Jean Saldana.
Ramana, no? Hi, Ramana.
Yes, our Ramana.
Hi, Ramana.
Now he can't hear
No,
because,
he can't.
as that, that's the
one-way conversation.
I mean, he can hear, but he won't be able to.
KB, can I turn off my video after the song?
Yes, you can, although we would like to, you might get repeat this thing saying one more, but in the interest of this thing, we will have to be God. Otherwise, I would have loved to just do this.
No, great, Preeta. I'm always available, but I think I'll just be around. Yes, I'm around till the end of this program.
Lovely, super.
Hello.
I can speak.
Yes, now we have allowed him to speak.
So we can unmute anyone, Preeta, any attendee. I just discovered that. So sorry about that.
Hi,
What did you
Ramana.
say?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. We're on a larger panel. We'll catch up later.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So Preeta, we have this superpower. We can.
No, I know that. I was saying that we will do it depending on the proceedings, so as otherwise not. But yes, Ramna, KBR, Ekta, and all the others from the project and the program. One of the people force behind this program.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I never got a chance to meet.
but yes, I heard about that.
Very nice to meet you, because I've heard a lot about you, but never got a chance to meet you.
You still can't meet him because he is not even switched on his video. But we are assuming when he switches on, it will be. Let's see, he is not switched on.
Well, I don't know. The video is on, but
the video can happen only if he's promoted to panelist.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
We can just do that.
Thank you for that anyway.
I never promoted so many people on the same day in my career.
And I grieve with the ones who were not promoted.
I know. So I'm just wondering what to tell them.
Welcome, Professor Singh. And also all our mentors for joining. Dr. Aishwarya Mahajan, welcome. I will be kind of getting you to come on and while as the proceedings start. We are at 5 to, we'll start in another 3-4 minutes.
So Dr. Singh can speak, please, in the sense I have unmuted.
मैजिक की तरह एकदम से सामने है. So hi everyone, I would request कि आप सब अपने videos please जब भी आप speaker panel पे हो आप please on कीजिएगा, because otherwise जो हम YouTube पे live करते हैं तो सबके screens visible नहीं होंगे. So we want everyone to be visible on YouTube live as well. तो उसके लिए please आप अपने screens को on रखिए, camera.
What is the total duration?
Finished 6:30. Pankaj, welcome.
Thank you, Preeta. Namaste, everyone. Sorry, I'm a bit late.
Yeah.
Welcome.
आपके लिए हमने 2 मिनट और उसको extend कर दिया.
Hello. Good to meet you, Rajan.
Hi. Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Namaste.
Welcome, Moshami.
Hey, Tufan, welcome.
Thank you.
Moshami, welcome. I just unmuted you. You had to unmute. Hey, Jayati, welcome. Vandana, welcome.
I'm
Yes,
just waiting
thank you,
for
thank you. Yeah.
Julia Kars to join. She had said she'll be slightly, maybe 5 minutes late.
Trace, my video is on. I am not able to find the video
So,
thing.
so not yet, Dr. Aishwarya.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
do it after the first this thing. Then yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Ashish, welcome.
I think the silence can be filled with
I
lovely
know.
song which was happening.
No, in fact, I'm going to start. I was waiting for a couple. Rajiv is here. Welcome, Rajiv.
Hi, Rajiv.
I welcome Rajiv, but I can't see him. Yeah, he's here.
Yes.
Hey, boss, welcome.
Okay.
Hi,
So
hi,
it's
hi. Hi, Katie.
5,
Hi,
6.
Pankaj.
I'm going to start.
Hi.
Okay, I'm going to start because the program is about an hour and a half. So good evening, and welcome to this very, very special day. I know I'm still waiting for Julia, but I can see Neha is here. So Neha, first of all, a big thanks to GIZ, without which we would not have taken, I shall say, the steps towards actually launching a full-fledged program for women entrepreneurs. And what you have done is allowed us to dream big, allowed us to look at in a much larger canvas, and we can see the need for promoting and supporting women entrepreneurs 100 times, 500 times more than what we have done. Today is the launch of one tentative first step, but towards a far bigger canvas that we are hoping to, show and provide for women entrepreneurs across the country from low and middle income categories. इसको kick start करने के लिए, and to start this off, I have the pleasure of welcoming Radhika Sudnaik to kick it off with a wonderful Sufi song. I'd like to talk a little bit about Radhika, so I'm going to request KBR to show the slide. And then this is live streamed currently on Facebook and YouTube. Please keep your videos switched on. Iske pehle wala slide, yes. I think there are more than one ways I can introduce Radhika. Just saying that she's a singer, and a Sufi singer at that, is itself a big thing. But she's been a corporate professional who, for her passion for singing, left and is now like a singer, got into her passion for Sufi music through the poetry of Bulle Shah, Shah Hussain, Sultan Bahu. And her forte is the Kabir songs. She has performed at music festivals, Mumbai Kabir Festival, Malwa Kabir Yatra, Rajasthan Kabir Yatra, Kala Ghoda, and most, She started her first music video in May 2020, dedicated to Goonj as a fundraising medium, composed and sung a nazam penned by Faiz as a dedication to the farmers of our land, has collaborated with Lahore-based artists and a theatre professional who have visually interpreted her songs through their craft. That's one. The fact as a corporate professional moved into singing as a full-time passion. And also, we are privileged that she was a mentor to our first cohort of Karan Now. Bina kuch bole hue, for this lovely launch, मैं चाहूंगी कि Radhika takes charge.
Thank you, my friend KB, for this beautiful opportunity. पहले भी आपने मौका दिया to be the mentor, and I'm grateful for that. The learning was entirely for me, and so thank you for having me over this evening. तो मैं actually I'll plunge into the song. Before that, a little bit about the poet Faiz Ahmad Faiz. फैज साहब ने बहुत सारी नज़में लिखी हैं जिन्होंने हमें इंस्पायर किया है, मुझे भी बहुत इंस्पायर किया है. उनकी एक पंजाबी नज़म है जो मैंने कंपोज की थी फॉर द फार्मर्स, लाइक प्रीता मेंशन्ड. ये जो नज़म है इसका उन्वान है बोल. बोल के लब आज़ाद है तेरे, बोल के जान अब तक तेरी है. ये नज़म हम सबके लिए है, not just for the women, for each one of us individually, personally, professionally. कहते हैं तेरा सुतवा जिस्म है तेरा. सुतवा मतलब सुडौल, your well built body is yours. तेरा सुतवा जिस्म है तेरा, बोल के जान अब तक तेरी है. This life is yours. देख के आहनगर की दुकान में, आहनगर the ironsmith, the लोहार. देख के आहनगर की दुकान में तुंद है शोले, सुर्ख है आहन. The shole, the fire is hot, the iron is red hot and ready. खुलने लगे कुफलों के दहाने, फैला हर जंजीर का दामन. ये जो कुफल के दहाने हैं, जो ये ताले हैं, इनके मुंह खुल रहे हैं with that hot, with the heat at the ironsmith, and that's you. And you're opening the locks for yourself. सारी जंजीरों के दामन तुम खोल रहे हो. Speak up. बोल ये थोड़ा वक्त बहुत है, जिस्म ज़बां की मौत से पहले. This time is enough for you to speak up. बोल के सच जिंदा है अब तक, बोल के जो कहना है कह दे. तो ये बोलना हमारे लिए शायद हमारे काम से हम बोलेंगे, with our actions, with our work. The 300 plus participants who are speaking through their work. So this one is dedicated to all of you and to each one of us. बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल ज़बां अब तक तेरी है. बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल ज़बां अब तक तेरी है. तेरा सुतवा जिस्म है तेरा, बोल के जाए अब तक तेरी है. बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल के जाए अब तक तेरी है. तेरा सुतवा जिस्म है तेरा, बोल के जाए अब तक तेरी है. देख के आहनगर की दुकान में तुंद है शोले, सुर्ख है आहन. देख के आहनगर की दुकान में तुंद है शोले, सुर्ख है आहन. लगे कुफलों के दहाने, फैला हर जंजीर का दामन, बोल ये थोड़ा वक्त बहुत है, बोल ये थोड़ा वक्त बहुत है, जिस्म ज़बां की मौत से पहले, बोल ये थोड़ा वक्त बहुत है, जिस्म ज़बां की मौत से पहले, बोल के सच जिंदा है अब तक, बोल के जो कहना है कह दे, बोल के जो कहना है कह दे। Thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome.
Loved it.
Amazing.
Very, very.
Wonderful.
बोल के जो कहना है कह दे.
क्या बात है.
Thank you.
क्या बात
Thank you. Thank you so much.
क्या बात है.
Thank you, Radhika. Thank you, Radhika. Triple blessed. I mean, like I was sharing earlier, Radhika has been a mentor to our cohort one. Radhika is a corporate professional who switched and her identity as a Sufi singer now, par excellence. Thank you. तो ये जो शब्द जो लाइन आपने बोला, बोल जो कहना है कह दे, मैं उसी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए talking a little bit about MeraBizNet is about women जिनको ये आजादी and this freedom you sometimes don't get to be able to say what you want. Through this platform, a particular category, which is women entrepreneurs, we are hoping that this provides a space where we support, we mentor, we help them grow, and is a continuation of the work that we've been doing in women entrepreneurship. And इसको officially launch करने के लिए, I'm going to ask Deepak to get us to launch MeraBizNet. MeraBizNet is right now a Facebook group. At least the ones that we have worked with in the last 14, 15 months. The 300 women entrepreneurs are on this. They are slowly getting enrolled. All our mentors, all our partners are on this. And we have a interesting and a very, very important partner today with us. That's MASH. And I will invite Ashish to talk about the partnership he through Daily Hunt are providing to help MeraBizNet grow. So Deepak, may I ask you to show? Thank you. Thank you. So this group will then kind of move on to keep adding all the components that women entrepreneurs, particularly from the low and the middle income segments need, whether that's capacity building, whether that's support in mentoring, whether that's financing, whether that's design inputs, growth. and most important is also a sisterhood amongst themselves, women entrepreneurs supporting women entrepreneurs. ये idea stage भी हो सकता है, और जो already शुरू कर चुके हैं थोड़ा बहुत और उनको support चाहिए, जुड़ सकते हैं. और इस चीज को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए and to help it grow, we have this wonderful partnership with MASH. I'm going to invite Ashish to tell us what is the exciting plan that they have with Daily Hunt. Julia is also here.
Ashish, have you promoted to panelist?
Done.
Hello, hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi Pritha, hi everyone. Firstly, congratulations to Empower Foundation for the successful launch of MeraBizNet. As someone who works very closely with a lot of women entrepreneurs, and I have seen India seeing some major shifts and initiatives being taken to really build a very strong ecosystem of women entrepreneurs. I think this is going to be a very good move to even further advance the work and build a much stronger and enabling ecosystems, and especially for more young women, because our work at MASH is all about focusing on young change makers and creating more partnerships that helps a lot of young women to come out and start their own enterprises. So again, very excited for this partnership, and I'm glad we are supporting this cause. So MASH, like I mentioned, works across the causes. The idea is to bring more partners to amplify the work. So very interesting partnership, which we have created with Daily Hunt, which is India's largest news media aggregator. And through Daily Hunt, we are working with Empower Foundation and MeraBizNet to take the whole idea of community, to take the whole initiative to some very remote parts of country who may or may not have access to resources, but through the media platforms like Daily Hunt can access a lot of content, can get a lot of awareness, and start using digital media platform tools to start their own enterprises. So it's a very interesting partnership where we'll be doing multiple different kind of campaigns, multiple different kind of content formats, including articles, including videos, including share cards, which are these shareable graphics, right? So we are, excited for how content can play a very important role in reaching to many more aspiring and established women entrepreneurs. So also inviting all of you to share interesting, innovative, creative ideas with us on how we can all partner together in creating this and taking this moment to a much larger audience. So thanks, Pritha, and the whole team. Congrats to all of you, and we are very excited to be a part of this and to support this cause.
Thank you, Ashish. We are already seeing traction, and excited that not our contents, etc., is also getting engagement with the audience, but numbers in the MeraBizNet, the group, we are also seeing increase in numbers. So this is just launched today, or आगे बहुत कुछ हमें करना है. I'm going to move on here to the panel discussion. We have very interesting set of panelists, and I'm going to move to the panel discussion. Each of them have played an important role in our journey so far here. Here is the other set of panelists. What I'm going to do is introduce you to the panelists in order. So KBR, can you move back to Professor Tanuja Sharma first? Yes. इन जितने लोगों के आज हमारे साथ ये पैनल डिस्कशन हो रहा है, each one of them has not just been a part of the journey so far.
We can
a part of the journey so far, but each of them are stalwarts in their own right. इनके बारे में मैंने बहुत थोड़ा ही लिखा हुआ है, हर एक के बारे में बहुत थोड़ा ही लिखा हुआ है. प्रोफेसर तनुजा शर्मा, और अगर आप इनके लिंक्डइन पे जाएंगे तो वो डॉक्टर भी नहीं लिखती हैं एंड प्रोफेसर भी नहीं लिखती हैं. शी इज अ डॉक्टरेट इन परफॉर्मेंस मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम्स, दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी, MBA from University of Allahabad. professor and lead COE, CERO, which is the Center for Ethics, ESG and Responsible Organizations. But it's the end, which I think makes her so much of a vibrant and an important person in the space. Her belief in combining ethics, humanism, rights, and inclusivity, whether it is business organization or social organization. So, Dr. Professor Tanuja Sharma, my first question is to you. As somebody who is, interested in partnering with Empowered Foundation in this larger space of research, of case studies, of insights that can be also, become a part of the CERO MDI. What is it that you think you can leverage from a network like this, which will be useful to your institute and to CERO?
Thank you, Pritha. Humbled by your introduction. Congratulations to Empower and entire team. Thank you also for sharing a bit of your work when you showcased it in MDI Gurgaon and CERO, we in CERO hosted. We have a common purpose, as it is evident, from my background slide, building a better world. Yes, each day, each moment, I pray for it. And thank you, to give us this opportunity to join hands. And what we can do is, number one, documentation, documentation, and documentation. We are a research-focused institution. And what you have done is amazing. It is from the ground. We could see, how the sparks are coming, how the lives of the women have altered, a dream we carry, especially in a smaller setup, despite the patriarchy and the complex family situations and the woman's status and the whole sense of, the face women keep in the society. And now it is a time, that we can showcase that possibly at a larger stage. CERO gives you a hand from MDI whenever it is possible. So to begin from the basic, we start with this documentation. We can document, simply as a database. I was browsing for women entrepreneurship. There's enough, even the bank support and all that formally. For the social side of women and, like economically weaker and middle class women coming up who can actually make it very big in the future, and I hope so, there is hardly, much available. So number one, beginning we can do in MDI by creating database, possibly as a friend of mine from Bangladesh in a Yunus model shared, can we have something parallel to Wikipedia? Why not? Okay, number two, cases, research. Now, the advantage of cases, not only we document what happened, on the ground with your help, with your team, but we can also raise the problem specific and common. And then possibly, there's a whole universal fraternity available who can actually put the heads together and come out with more innovative solution. Though basically the relevant one comes from the ground, Pritha. But then there is a strategic aspect we can see from outside. Research, especially qualitative and supported by quantitative. So what happens in research, that substantive theories can emerge, which can actually enrich this whole field, that, what could be that essence which could be replicated. And really, I think it is a time to look into all that. We've done enough for MNCs and all other big organizations. Here, I have a sense of cause. One or two things and I'll close. One is impact assessment. We can give a hand that how it is happening, what we could do, the problems, the opportunity, the learning. And last but not the least, possibly all this can contribute to the policy making. And then, flowing from that, some very thought through curriculum. Possibly CERO can extend a hand to build, those required things and learn from them in the process. And I'm talking about, like thought through training, curriculum, training competencies, like what we can work on. And I don't want to use big word actually. So simply I would say that interaction with the women who have really achieved something from the ground with your support, learning from them and sharing our learning with them. with due respect to all the hard work they have done and you have done. Thank you.
Super, super. Every
Thank
little
you.
thing
Thank you.
that you said, Professor Tanuja, is not just music to our hearts, but it is what is required for women entrepreneurship, in the country. And you mentioned social. You mentioned that this is where, a Wikipedia for actually, compiling all the learnings, insight, research, curriculum, everything. It just helps me come to the next panel speaker, and that's Julia Karst, somebody without whom we wouldn't have ever taken this first kind of step. So while we've been in the space of skilling and self-employment for a while, but because of the GIZ Her and Now program, we became a partner, and she's been the force in terms of providing the, what shall I say, the catalyst to be able to look at changes and establish systems and processes so that it carries on. And Professor Tanuja, you just spoke about curriculum. We've just recently worked with GIZ and MEPSC to look at launching a national standard for women entrepreneurship. Julia, you've been working in this space now for a while, as in Her and Now for a while. And it's not just here, there are other countries as well. And there are other groups as well. It's not as if MeraBizNet is the only such group. What kind of learnings can we get from such groups? What are some best practices? What can be done in order that this kind of becomes big, vibrant, effective? Over to you. You're, I think, mute. Can you look into this? We can't hear her.
He's unmuted.
We still can't hear her.
That has to be some problem at her end. In the system, I see her.
Right. So, would we like to move on to yeah, now we can hear you slightly. Yes.
Okay, strange. Is it okay for you, or is it hard for you to hear me?
Now it's perfect. Now it's perfect.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what the issue was here. Sorry about that. First of all, Prita, thank you for the warm words and the praise, which I actually think needs to go to Neha and Ulas, who are, doing the actual advice and implementation on the ground. But yes, so I think, first of all, congratulations to launching this initiative. And that's, I think, a very exciting one for various reasons. I think it's an attempt of making something work at the ground level. And I think that's the important distinction between an initiative like this and, any, let's say, other kind of ecosystem level initiative that often happens, where what I'm trying to say is, I think you have a community of women entrepreneurs that you have worked with and that you will, that you'll continue to nurture. And now you're bringing in partners who have ground level experience and have worked with women entrepreneurs before, and you're trying to make those connections at a very operational level, which I think will create huge impact from the entrepreneurs. And when I compare this to a lot of, like you said, also GIZ as an organization being present in more than 120 countries, it's not the only time and the first time we're trying to work at an ecosystem level to create a more enabling environment for women entrepreneurs. But I think what distinguishes this initiative is that it's operational, it's at a ground level, and that's what's going to create impact for the entrepreneurs. And I think that's the big strength that you have. And that's, I think, a big hope that I personally place in this initiative, that it will show a model that actually works. And Prita, you spoke about the policy level work that we have done just a few weeks ago, which has just sort of come to a conclusion, where we have developed a new qualification standard on entrepreneurship, which has a focus on women entrepreneurship. I really think that once you demonstrate the impact that this initiative will create, this can become a really good blueprint for any kind of policy level changes. So what I'm trying to say is, hopefully government partners, ministries, entities promoting entrepreneurship and startup can learn from this and can take this and it can be scaled up. So I think that's something which has a huge potential here. And that's also when I look at other work in other countries that GIZ is doing, that's always, I think, the crucial bit, what you're trying to achieve and what's not easy to do. So I've seen a lot of initiatives being started where, you know, GIZ projects were supporting other stakeholders in the ecosystem to connect, but then you need to break it down. You need to bring it down to entrepreneurs and to that level of actually creating impact at the ground level. And yeah, I'm very excited to see this happening, and I wish you a lot of success with this. And of course, as long as Her Now is around, we are more than happy to and looking forward to support in any way we can. So I'll leave it at that for now. Thank you.
Dhanyavad. Thank you, Yulia, and thank you, Ullas, Neha, Stephanie, Supriti, Charu, so many of you supporting us in this program. You said something important, which is the ground level, and I'm going to take the opportunity to talk now to actually one of our entrepreneurs who's next as a panelist, and listen kind of from her. So KBR, can we have Neha details put up, and I can share with the audience about Neha. Neha is a B Farm with a skill certification in Tally. Now, इनकी जो कहानी है मैंने छोटे पे किया है, कहानी बहुत बड़ी है, and it's a fascinating story. And each one of these women entrepreneurs, their story itself, you know, each of their stories is like worth a film. Neha Rani started her business during the first COVID wave, and look at her, you know, the opportunity she identified very naturally, but to take that step, and she decided to sell hand sanitizers and other direct, you know, items that was required during the COVID. Once the COVID cases started decreasing, her revenues came down, so she switched to groceries business. She's employed 2 delivery boys and a female staff to support her in daily operations. She's got a business registered, lovely name, Bread and Butter. She's now planning to expand her business to Dehradun. ये first generation entrepreneur है, पहले किया नहीं है कभी इन्होंने, ना इनके family पे anybody. मेरा सवाल नेहा रानी आपसे है, ये जो हमने ग्रुप आज लॉन्च किया है और इसका हमारा मकसद है कि किस तरह से हम सपोर्ट करें, कंटिन्यू टू सपोर्ट ऑल ऑफ यू as well as others who will join, जो कि और भी ज्वाइन करेंगे, मेंटर करें, सपोर्ट करें. आपको क्या लगता है इस तरह के ग्रुप से आप क्या उम्मीदें रखती हैं, क्या आपकी इसमें एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं, क्या बोलना चाहेंगी आप?
At first, hello ma'am, hello sir, hello everyone.
Just remove the screen. Yes.
Hello ma'am, hello sir, everyone. Yes ma'am. Ma'am, actually मैं अपना एक्सपीरियंस ही शेयर करना चाहूंगी जो मैंने थ्रू माय बिजनेस जो एक्सपीरियंस किया है रिगार्डिंग दैट. मैम, जो मेरे को अपने बिजनेस के रिगार्डिंग जो मैंने प्रॉब्लम्स फेस की थी वो मेनली थी मार्केट कैप्चर करने को लेकर. मैम, जैसे मेरा जब बिजनेस मैं जो भी कर रही थी तो एट फर्स्ट मैंने जो मैंने सोचा था कि मैं अपना पूरा होलसेल से भी मैंने सैनिटाइजर्स के थ्रू मैंने काफी मार्केट का कैप्चर कर लिया था, मैंने सप्लाई करना स्टार्ट कर दिया था. बट जैसे जैसे कोविड टाइम खत्म हुआ देन मैंने अपना ग्रोसरीज का स्टार्ट किया था. तो ग्रोसरीज का स्टार्ट करने पे भी मेरे को जो मेरा जो कस्टमर बेस था वो जैसे जो लोग को मैंने सैनिटाइजर सेक्टर सप्लाई किया था तो वो लोग मेरे को जानते थे. देन मैंने अपना ग्रोसरीज का स्टार्ट किया, सबको सप्लाई किया. तो मैंने जब मेरे को जहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम आई थी तो मैंने मेनली जब मार्केट में होलसेलर से बात किया तो मैं होलसेलर रेट पे जब मार्केट में अपना सामान सप्लाई करने के लिए गई थी तो जो एक वो लेडीज के बारे में सोचा जाता है तो मेरे को वहां पर बहुत प्रॉब्लम आई. मैंने जब अपना सामान सप्लाई करने के लिए मैं वहां पर गई थी तो उन लोगों ने हमें मेरे को सीरियसली नहीं लिया, राइट। मैं सामान दे रही थी तो कंसीडर ही नहीं किया उस चीज के रिगार्डिंग। तो पहले जो मैंने सोचा था वो सोचा था कि होलसेल पे मैं अपना जो काम करना चाह रही थी मार्केट में सप्लाई सामान का, वो मेरा नहीं हो पाया। आफ्टर दैट मेरे को मतलब वहां पर कंसीडर ही नहीं किया गया। लाइक एक लेडी बोल रही है, जेंट्स ऑलरेडी वहां पर सप्लाई कर रहे थे, तो उन लोगों ने वहां पर मेरे को कंसीडर ही नहीं किया। देन मेरे को रिटेल पे आना पड़ा। लाइक मैंने अपना फिर से वही जो जैसे मैं अपने सैनिटाइजर्स वगैरह सप्लाई कर रही थी, तो मेरे को रिटेल पे आना पड़ा। तो मेरे को मेनली जो प्रॉब्लम आई थी वो थी मार्केट कैप्चर करने पे। लाइक लोग समझ ही नहीं पा रहे थे वो चीज को कि मतलब एक लेडी भी सप्लाई कर सकती है होलसेल रेट पे। तो मेरे को वो चीज छोड़ के रिटेल पर आना पड़ा। तो मेरे को मेनली जो प्रॉब्लम्स आई थी वो थी मार्केट कैप्चर करने में, वहां पर मुझे बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम आई थी। तो मेरे ख्याल से मैम कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म यहाँ पर मिलना चाहिए कि जो हम लोगों तक पहुंच सके। कुछ ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म होना चाहिए कि जैसे अभी हम कुछ भी जो भी सेल करना चाहते हैं हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स का, ब्रांड का, कुछ ना कुछ हमें ऐसा मिलना चाहिए कि उसका अपने जो भी हम चाहते हैं अपने सामान के बारे में बताना, अपनी चीजों के क्या हम क्वालिटी मेंटेन करते हैं, हर चीज ऐसा लोगों तक पहुंचना चाहिए। तो मार्केटिंग में मेरे को थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम रहा था और ये मेरा एक्सपीरियंस था। अदरवाइज अब मेरा जो है ग्रोसरीज का वो वेल रन बिजनेस है, लोग जानते हैं पहचानते हैं। बट एक थोड़ा उस टाइम पे इमोशनली अटैचमेंट हुआ था, वो भी मेरे लिए काफी हेल्पफुल रहा था। बट मैम मेरे अकॉर्डिंग ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म होना चाहिए कि लोग हम ऐसी कंपनीज के थ्रू लाइक जुड़ जाएं जो हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स को एडवर्टाइज कर पाए इजीली, उन तक हम कैसे पहुंच पाए, ये थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम आता है मैम। तो
Thank you.
जी मैम।
Thank you so much, Neha. And you pinpointed the exact thing, marketing kaise kiya jaye. So a platform like this will also kind of help in keeping, helping you with those suggestions.
जी मैम।
Thank you so much, Neha, and all the best for your business and may it grow
Thank you,
enormously.
ma'am.
I'm
Thank
going to
you.
move from here to somebody who's like captured market share, and is, an outstanding entrepreneur, but thinks of himself as a seeker, a learner, a change agent at heart. He's passionate about human capital, technology, workforce, several organizations, each one of them brilliant. He also is with the member Mission Karmayogi Government of India. He's on the board of Empower Foundation. My question to Pankaj is, you've straddled all worlds. You are in the social side, you have your own not-for-profit, you're associated with us, you work with the government, and of course, you're an outstanding business person, entrepreneur. ये तीनों को कैसे we can work with all these three? What can be leveraged? What can be be the points that we can learn and get the strength from each other for a platform like this?
Thank you, Preetha, and namaste, everyone. It's always lovely to hear good things about you. So I keep thinking I should record, but I miss. I heard the beautiful story of Neha, the right ask she asked for marketing. I heard the beautiful nazm of Faiz. So I was just thinking the famous nazm by Kaifi Azmi called Aurat. It says, "Ladkhadaigi kab tak, samalna hai tujhe, ut meri jaan mere saath chalna hai tujhe." So I think when I think of this whole initiative, that's what resonates in my head. And Preetha, the question that you asked, the team Empower Foundation, MeraBizNet, I think what you're attempting to do with the whole team, I think it is just a fascinating journey. My whole concern is that the biggest problem for a young entrepreneur, and especially if the person is women, from a private sector, sometimes we don't get the kind of support we need. So I think MeraBiz can provide that support, that ecosystem from two perspectives. One, repeatability. अगर हम कोई भी व्यवसाय करते हैं और उसमें रिपीटेबिलिटी बिल्ड नहीं होती, जो नेहा ने अभी बोला, बहुत मुश्किल है। मैं कब तक अपना प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट ढूंढता रहूंगा या रहूंगी? So can we help people get repeat business? Right? Of course, उनको वो क्वालिटी देनी पड़ेगी, MeraBiz को वो प्लेटफॉर्म बनाना पड़ेगा। और दूसरा, मैं प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी से ज्यादा कैश फ्लो की बात करूंगा। कई बार आपको लगता है मैंने एक पेंसिल बेची, वो प्रॉफिटेबल है, बट मैं उसको कलेक्शन करने में 20 दिन लग गए, राइट? मेरे को इधर से इतना लोन मिला उधर, तो इट डजंट वर्क। नो बिजनेस। अगर आज हमारे पास 2000 लोग हैं पीपल स्ट्रांग में, इफ आई डोंट हैव कैश टू पे देम, इवन इफ आई एम 60% प्रॉफिटेबल, डजंट मैटर। So the two main yardsticks I believe is repeatability. Can I sell what I make It is different from making what sells, because that doesn't bring repeatability. Can I bring repeatability? Number one. और दूसरा, क्या मेरा business cash flow generate करता है so that I remain viable? So this is one very private sector view, I would say, that I would expect. Second, you asked from a public perspective. So I strongly feel, Pritha, from a public perspective, everyone wants to hold civil society accountable. आप कितने वक्त तक किसी गवर्नमेंट को या किसी और संस्था को होल्ड करेंगे, but we want to hold the whole civil society accountable. So I think what MeraBizNet is doing is creating that ecosystem, that community, which is going to solve this problem. और वहां पर एक मेट्रिक होता है, जो लोग मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं, वो मेट्रिक कहलाता है DAU, Daily Active Users. It's the key metric in the B2C world of technology or platforms. मतलब मेरे एक दिन में कितने लोग बार बार हर रोज आते हैं. जैसे WhatsApp का daily active user rate is 55-60%, which is considered the best. Can we make sure MeraBizNet का platform पे user engagement is higher than that? So that's my second ask from a public perspective, that can we deliver that? We will do wonders. And third and last, you asked me from a development perspective, from that sector that you so iconically represent, be it the Empower Pragati or Empower Foundation. I think वहां पर सिर्फ एक ही लाइन में बोलूंगा, मेरे को सिवाय अमूल के कोई इतनी इंस्पिरेशनल केस स्टडी याद नहीं आती जहां पर किसी ने स्केल किया हो विद सोल. So I'm calling, can MeraBizNet scale themselves with soul, and at the same time enable those hundreds, thousands, and millions of women to come on the platform and scale with soul. So ये मेरे तीन perspectives हैं, the trigatma that you asked me. So this is what I feel. If we can crack this Trishul well, and I have no doubts that you will. So all the best to you, Pritha, and the whole team around you. Ekta, I can see Rajiv, everyone, KV, and all of you. Congratulations and all the best. I'm delighted to be here and looking forward to more. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Pankaj. That's really inspirational. And yes, we shall do. Thank you so much. I'm going to move to an interesting panelist and CP Jaydev. Jaydev Parthasarthi, again, somebody, not just a friend, but he's straddled several worlds. He started his journey as an entrepreneur. And each of the things that he's done in his entrepreneurial journey have been innovative, first off the mark. Currently, he's a senior advisor through consulting and managing partner Footprints Learning. But what it's about is management consulting, investment, M&A advisory has been a personal passion for Jaydev. He's moved across industry and sectors and done different kind of things. My question to CP is that, given the fact that you are into an organization that's, now working with government, private parties, and you work with corporates, and now this space about women entrepreneurship group, how can we get corporates to look at this as a consumer, as a, where they can be there, work with them? Marketing has been a theme which came up twice. What can be done?
Thanks, Preeta. Congrats to Empower. I think we need organizations like this to sort of, what I just make one statement, give the confidence to women that they're as good as the rest, right? There's no difference. Somebody just needs to give them the respect, give them the confidence, and they're ready to go. So something like this will just give that, whether you call it handholding, whether you give it reach to market, whether you give it reach to investors, whether you give reach to professionals to join you, come and work with you. It's a combination. I think we are there. I think we are much better than what we were 20 years ago. And I'll give you my experience on that front. So one of the first people I sort of, who took this stance of, women are forced to take a break because of family. I think that part is getting over now. It was a sort of embargo on their progress, on their career, on their bosses just thought that there would come a time when they will take their leave, right? And I think that needs to go away. One of the first ladies who I met, I was thought of working with her because I was in the headhunting space. So I'll give you a little bit of my headhunting experience on the women front. Was Sari Chahel. I think she was the co-founder of Flexi Moms. And she, got into the situation of being a headhunter for women who took breaks because of family, but who were still capable of working from home or working half a day or working, even full day, but convincing the organization that, look, they're committed to coming back full day, right? Because organization thought that till a kid is 5-6 years old, the mom will keep running away back home, or her mind will be back, right? Even if it's not there. So that part of it. So I'll give you my experience. I started, I became a headhunter way back in 1994, but more important, I think from about 1996, 1997, I was one of, our organization was one of the first who sort of, for 3 or 4 multinationals and then for an Indian organization, started working on being focused on getting professional women when we were headhunting, right? And I think we through 1996 to about 2005, we actually got recognized with 2 of the organizations for filling a lot of the slots with women professionals. Okay. So what is it? What do I strongly believe that there has? It's a sort of strong statement to make, but I guess when we have a subject call, we are going to work with women entrepreneurs. We are agreeing with it. Is that women are as good as guys? I mean, so some women have told me, why don't you say guys are as good as women, right? So, and I agree with both of that. Okay, so it's just that the percentage is slightly, skewed, that people say women are as good as guys. I think that we've got to remove. I think we've got to, that taboo should go away. I think if you look at the service industry, and if you look at banking and finance, if you look at consulting, if you look at the BPO industry now, all 3 of which I've been very, very active with these industries as a headhunter. I think the women have done as well as guys. So I'm a strong believer that, this should just be a platform to just make us grow in that space. We've seen enough of, successful women entrepreneurs now. Are they covered? Yes, they are. Should they be covered? Yes, they should. I think they should be covered just to give the rest of the female fraternity confidence. Okay. So that's broadly where it is, right? Okay. There are a few now venture capitalists who focus on women. Anisha has launched She Capital. So there are also women, some people recognizing that need at the funding stage. And going back to what Neha said, one of the spaces where women have done very well is actually in the business development marketing space. And I think a lot of you should agree with us. Their depth of knowledge, it's not just because, people say because women can charm the market. No, I think the detail with which they go and sell, the depth with which they go and understand the client before they actually make a proposal is much better than what even I do. I'm a sales guy. Okay. At the end of it all, I'm a sales guy. We get a little aggressive when we are not getting an order. Women look at it much more maturely, which is, I think, one of the strengths that women have. So that's broadly what I want to cover. I mean, I could go on a lot more, but like I said, we should build respect, confidence, okay, and the rest of it will all happen. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you for reinforcing that faith. We have it. We are better. The guys are equal, if not less equal than the women. And yes, this platform will do all of that. I'm going to invite KB Rajendran to tell us what the schedule and the calendar looks like. Post that, which we will have a poll. And then there are several people I would like to hear. There's Dr. Aishwarya Mahajan, there's Rajiv, There is Alka Raza, Dr. Alka Raza, Moshabi, and anybody else who wants to share. KBR, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Preetha. So this is a very happy occasion for me. I've been associated with this Women Entrepreneurship Development Program for more than 2 years now, right from the beginning. And I've seen, I've been driving the implementation at the field level. So, which was something which started as an idea today is now beyond the project, beyond the program, and it is becoming, starting to become a community. Just to give them statistics, we have supported more than 300, almost 350 women entrepreneurs. Almost 250 of them have started their businesses and have registered their businesses. Almost 120 of them are selling online, either online stores or on social media, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook, etc. So, and many of them started from absolute idea level, to speak. So, in this journey, a lot of people supported us, especially the mentors, whom I would like to acknowledge the contribution by mentors. Many of them are present in this meeting. So, this MeraBizNet, in fact, the name itself was suggested by one of our mentors. That's the interesting thing. You can see how much they are involved. So we have given a charter here. We are aware that something like this will take a life form of its own as it evolves, and all of us are learning as we are doing this, and it may evolve into something more beautiful and better than what all of us are imagining right now. So I have great expectation from this. Our initial thoughts are around this, to create a community for these past and present and even future participants, and support them in their journey in training successful entrepreneurs. And we focus on LMI segment, low and middle income segment, from tier 2 and 3 cities, especially. We plan to provide them capacity building as we have been providing in the past in various forms around entrepreneurship, business skills, marketing, personal skills, self-confidence, resilience, whole lot of subjects we will be providing training to them. And a key piece of our training, this program is mentorship, and we have about 50 mentors with us now. We do expect and hope to sign up dozens of more mentors from various walks of life and businesses, and enlist their support in growing our entrepreneurs. We will continue providing market linkages, which is tie up with online marketplaces so that they can list their stores online. That's one immediate step which we see that we can make a value addition to these entrepreneurs. At some point in this journey, we hope with the support of everyone to start a B2C marketplace, MeraBizNet B2C marketplace for the members to sell their products. And at some point of time, a B2B marketplace for the members to procure their supplies, raw materials. Another important piece is the credit linkages we want to provide them. We have been providing them in that HNIs, one such HNI is in our group, not naming him, but his support has been very big in giving credit support to a few of our beneficiaries. We also support the beneficiaries in getting loans from private, public, and cooperative banks. We also have a partner called Mahila Money, which is a credit support partner from the Shiro's group. Okay. Another aspect is the connection with the local administration. We have seen that support from the local administration, which are backed by the district administration, then the state administration. This goes a long way in growing the businesses and spreading the message in those areas. We have been reasonably successful in that, not to the extent we would want to be, and we would like to give a lot more focus to this area. And Preetha has been spearheading this particular piece, which is the advocacy piece, which is creating discussion forums online and offline with opinion makers and government constituents, academicians, etc. And we are planning to continue this advocacy piece in the future. And at some point, we are all hoping that this would become an offline community also. Now, post-COVID, everything has gone online, and things are getting back to offline mode. And we hope that at some point we will see chapters of MeraBizNet physically getting set up, at least in some parts of the country. So I just give a glance on this events calendar. This again at the initial stage. We do plan to conduct FGDs, focus group discussions, to get an idea about what are the expectations of the initial set of members from this, and to tailor the customer experience accordingly. We may also want to check with them, are there services for which they are willing to pay a certain fees. We are aware that a community of this sort needs some expenses to run, and we expect to get that in the form of fees at some point of time. So the first FGD is happening on 25th next week. Then another key session we will have in MeraBizNet is something called Let's Talk series. We'll have a whole list of topics of interest from various lectures taken by various experts. The first one is on sustainability. It's one of our favorite mentors, Jayati. She's in this meeting right now. She'll be taking this session called Success Through Sustainable Processes for Micro Enterprises. This is happening next Tuesday at 4 to 5 p.m. This will be telecast live on MBN and in various channels. We will continue, as I said, the mentoring. We will have group mentoring session weekly on Wednesdays, and one-to-one mentoring as per demand, which we hope to price at some point of time appropriately. Then there is a series of master classes, which on sales, digital marketing, accounting, loan literacy, which is lacking a lot among our beneficiaries, and on GST. This is a subject which requires a lot more explanation and a lot more education. We plan to bring these master classes for our beneficiaries. And the last one is something which is fashionable these days, growth hacks, which is short sessions we will provide on how to leverage referral marketing, how to attend community events, and how to follow your competition. What's the easiest way? We'll provide some easy solutions to our participants to grow their businesses. So these are the things we have in mind as of now, and we would invite ideas from all of you, from your experience and from what you see around you in communities like this to grow this. And it is indeed going to be a very exciting journey going forward. Thank you very much. Preeta, back to you.
Thank you. Yes, there are questions that some of the participants have raised their hand. So हम questions ले लेते हैं. And also maybe KBR at this stage only invite some of our special guests who are here to kind of make their comments. Preeti ji, आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे?
Preeti from Saharanpur?
Yes.
Okay. प्रीति आप अनम्यूट कीजिए और अपना वीडियो ऑन कीजिएगा.
And Anupama Kohli is our mentor. Anupama also wants to. Preeti ji?
Perhaps she raised her hand by mistake.
नहीं. हाँ बताइए. प्रीति शायद कुछ और वो बात कर रही हैं.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ask Dr. Aishwarya Mahajan to give his perspective. And just quickly, let me introduce Dr. Mahajan to you. Dr. Mahajan heads the M3M Foundation and has been, in the space of development sector for a number of years and worked across multiple geographies, not just here, but abroad. Women entrepreneurship is a special area of focus also for the M3M Foundation. Dr. Mahajan, over to you. Anything that you would like to share, inspire, tell us?
No, thank you very much, Prithaji, for this platform which you have created. I think it was very relevant, and the necessity of the thing. I'll just start with these few lines of Guljar Saab, where he said, "जागे हैं देर तक हमें कुछ और सोने दो, आधे अधूरे ख्वाब हैं जो पूरे न हो सके, एक बार फिर से हमें नींद में वो ख्वाब बोने दो." So I think this is a dream, I think, which has been now shown by you, and lot of women entrepreneurs will get this opportunity where they can take this forward. As far as the M3M Foundation is concerned, is there in women entrepreneurship, we are happy to share with you that we have been working. We have been working in the leadership of women and leader, you can say, Dr. Payal Kanodia, who is Payal Kanodia ji, who is herself is a women entrepreneur, and she has been leading from the front. And with a vision of making more women entrepreneurs, we have launched a program called Kaushal Sambal within our different programs, and we are happy that we have already partnered with Empower in that particular program. And the idea is to bring this entrepreneurship aspect in skilling domain, and how we can bring these skills which are required, be it the financial literacy, be it the marketing, be it is the related to your branding, communication. I think that is very important. And in the edge where your technology has made a major inroads, how we can utilize this opportunity, I think that is very much important. And this platform, I think, will help in peer learning, in sharing of experiences. A lot of exchanges may took place. A lot of backward and forward linkages, will be helpful with these kind of platforms. And I'm sure while designing this, being experienced in this particular sector, you might have taken all these things into consideration. And I'm sure, if not, then the possibility of the seed capital, hand-holding, capacity building, I think these are the major areas where we can always offer within the women entrepreneurs who are becoming the members of this platform, how they can share resources. When I say resources, it doesn't only mean resources in terms of funding. Well, I mean resources in terms of knowledge, because knowledge sharing is also sharing resources. And if we can create that pool of resources, knowledge hub with this platform, I think that is going to be very useful. And in that, if you feel that we may, M3M Foundation may be helpful in that sense, we would be happy to support, we would be happy to partner, to take this and strengthen this initiative which you have taken. So there are a couple of examples where the women themselves, they were not having any idea of what they are going to do. And finally, they have decided to start their own enterprises, and starting from a small business venture, they have become now the source of livelihood for many other women also. So I think that's the idea. And I congratulate you once again for the work which you are doing. And as foundation, I can assure you, we are also committed for the welfare and empowerment of women. and would be happy to make these dreams of women come through. As I said कि अभी तो सपने बोए हैं, इनको तो अभी और पूरा करने के बहुत सारे प्रयास करने हैं. So thank you very much, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to share this panel with all the esteemed guests. So thank you very much once again.
वाह, बहुत बढ़िया, शुक्रिया. मैं फिर से एक बार पूछना चाहूंगी, शोभना, शीलू, वंदना, आप कोई प्रश्न पूछना चाहेंगे, पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहेंगे? अनुपमा, would you like to ask? Dr. Alka Raza, would you like to share this? Let us know, anybody at any point of time. We would like to kind of allow you the opportunity to also share, question, whatever. Kebia, should we go through the poll and then come back for interactivity?
Let's do that. Over to Deepak. Let's do the poll.
Yeah.
You're the first.
So hi everyone. So we have a small poll for all of you. Let's launch it.
Can everybody do the poll?
Yeah, everyone can participate. So this kind of support group will encourage hundreds of women to start and scale their businesses. Do you agree with this? Yes, no, not sure. Whatever you feel, you can vote for it.
So we want everybody, इसको पढ़िए, हर कोई जो इसको देख रहा है और इस पे click करिए, and that includes everybody. We have mentors, we have our women entrepreneurs, we have our partners, we also have our team members.
It's not clicking on it.
You may want to repeat that question in Hindi, because this is open only to non-panelists, general attendees.
हाँ, तो ये आपको बोलना पड़ेगा, because it's just to the
yes,
non-panelists.
Remember, we are all learning on the way, like new things.
So we'll end this question in next 3, 2, and
There are
1.
very many who haven't yet participated.
Yeah, it's only 19.
But whoever has 43%, 44% is all 100% yes.
Yes.
So you can share the results.
Okay.
Deepak, did you share the results?
The second question is up.
Okay.
Women entrepreneurs need their male relatives like husband, father, brother, other in order to grow. Not many depends.
Wow, there's a lot of immediate reactions.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is what Jaydev Parthasarthi was saying. Okay.
Let's सब लोग आंसर कीजिए इसको, अभी भी करीब 20 लोग.
This had more participation than the first question.
Yes.
This has triggered something in them.
In everyone.
So we'll end this poll in 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Here comes the third question.
Hang on, Deepak, have you shared the results? Everyone, can you see the results?
Yes, we can see the results.
Okay.
Can everybody else see?
No, we can't.
Oh, then you have to show the results.
Now?
You show.
Yeah, now we can.
Okay. So you have to actually click on share the results, Deepak.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, only you will be seeing it.
Okay.
All right. We have 40% saying not at all. 16% affirm yes, and 44% depends. That's very interesting. Next poll, Deepak.
Third one.
Drop down.
Launch. The biggest help women entrepreneur need is marketing, mentoring, funding, or legal and taxation.
Let's see what we get on, let's see what we get at this one. It's interesting.
Yeah, correct.
Let's all
I
of
hope
them
I'm not
respond.
surprised. I hope I'm not surprised.
Deepak, let's wait till everyone answers. It was a very important thing for us.
We have 27 out of 27.
बाकी लोग सब लोग इसमें आंसर कीजिएगा प्लीज. अभी भी 15 लोग बाकी है. Surprisingly, funding is not number one.
Which is good, which we know.
So they're different from the the other set of startups who are looking only for funding.
To marketing. Funding and marketing.
I think it is stopping at 30. We'll stop here.
Share result. Yeah. So this is the result of this question.
Interesting.
37% marketing, 30% funding, mentoring.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Wow. Good.
Yeah,
I would say mentoring. I mean, common thing across all entrepreneurship.
Yeah. So all the yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, somewhere we shouldn't be overconfident, right? Anyway, okay, that's my opinion.
Yeah, perhaps the value of that is not fully understood. By
everybody, by most of them.
Yeah.
That's why
Anyway,
that's why a platform like this.
Yeah, we'll discuss that later.
Get to know. Yes.
For me, for people like us who are running the project, we think that perhaps the number one input required in this.
Last question.
So we'll have
You have a last question?
Yes, we
Possibly the mentoring is given, so they are satisfied.
have.
Okay.
Would you like to help this
I hope so.
initiative?
I hope they've used mentoring. If they have, then
Oh yes.
then I pull back what I've taken. Yeah.
It's
what
been
I
an
said.
awesome intervention.
Well, that's 100% yes.
Lovely. That's so encouraging.
Rita, only you, me, and Deva can see it as of now.
I know, but I'm just hoping that more people answer, then we can, with much more joy, share it.
13 are still left to answer.
I think we can end it. The verdict is clear.
Yes.
We need to move on. Yeah. Share. That is fantastic. Thank you, everyone.
I'm just going to ask a few more people who would.
If you're seeing, once again, sorry to interrupt. If you're seeing this polls in front of your screen, you can click the close the poll. If you see, if still on your screens.
Vandana, आपको बात करना है? Then I will kind of promote you.
Why don't we ask Lavanya to talk?
Yeah, sure.
लावण्या जी आप अनम्यूट कीजिए.
ओके सर. हेलो.
आप अपना वीडियो.
वंदना बात करना चाह रही है. हाँ.
हेलो. गुड इवनिंग मैम.
गुड इवनिंग.
एंड सर एंड एवरीबॉडी. हेलो, मेरी आवाज पहुंच रही है मैम?
हाँ जी आपकी आवाज पहुंच रही है.
गुड इवनिंग वंदना.
मैम, ये जो शुरू हुआ है इसके लिए थैंक यू. हमें लग रहा है कि इससे हमें बहुत काफी हेल्प मिलेगी. मेरा सॉफ्टवेयर का बिजनेस है मैम, और मैं ये कर भी रही हूँ, बहुत अच्छे से चल भी रहा है. हेलो.
यस वंदना बोलिए. हाँ
मैम, अभी मुझे 15 जुलाई को एक सम्मान मिला है इसमें, उद्यमिता के उसमें.
बिल्कुल. And this is for everybody. She just got felicitated district administration in Moradabad. And Yulia भी हमारे साथ जुड़ी हुई है. Yulia आपसे मिलना भी चाह रही थी.
Okay मैम.
Yulia, this is Vandana. Vandana, if you can, KBR, allow her to show the video, because
I am trying to promote her to panelist for some time. The software acts up at times. Just see whether you can, Deepak, can you promote her to panelist? Just see.
Yeah,
Wanda,
done.
done,
She's there.
fantastic.
Wanda,
उसके
please
बाद
switch on your video. Video on
उसके बाद
कीजिए आप, please.
प्रियंका शर्मा भी बात करना चाहेंगी.
If I may say, in the meantime, Vandana, this is Julia speaking. We were so proud to hear of this, and I just really wanted to send you my warmest congratulations. It's a fantastic achievement, and yeah, you can be so proud of yourself. The entire GIZ team was just partying when we heard, so congratulations.
Do we have Vandana on her video now? नहीं, अभी भी video नहीं है.
वंदना जी आप वीडियो ऑन
It's
कर
okay.
सकते हैं?
Don't worry.
Okay, okay. हाँ जी वंदना जी बोलिए.
Well, I guess that's not happening. Yeah.
Okay. Priyanka Sharma wanted to talk. Priyanka.
हेलो.
हाँ.
हेलो
मैम. हाँ वंदना
आवाज
जी back
पहुंची?
again. हाँ जी बिल्कुल बोलिए.
हाँ जी मैम. मैम मेरा बिजनेस ग्रो तो कर रहा है बट लेकिन अभी जो जैसा चाहा तो वैसा नहीं कर पा रहा है. मुझे अभी उद्यमिता के उसमें सम्मान मिला है जो अभी ये स्वावलंबी अभियान जो चल रहा है उसके तहत डॉक्टर राजीव द्वारा दिया गया है 15 जुलाई को. मैम बहुत अच्छा लगा कि मेरा पहला सम्मान है उद्यमिता के उसमें. और मैम मुझे जो है एम्पावर फाउंडेशन से हेल्प भी मिली है और मैं बहुत कुछ करना चाह रही हूँ. ये चाह रही हूँ कि जो मेरा बिजनेट द्वारा जो शुरू हुआ है फेसबुक पर, मैंने फेसबुक पर ज्वाइन किया है. मैम लग रहा है कि इससे मुझे बहुत काफी हेल्प मिलेगी. आप लोगों का साथ है तो मैं ऐसे ही आगे बढ़ती रहूंगी मैम. और अभी जो है 23 जुलाई को मेरी अभी डीएम सर से और जो हमारे यहाँ के विधायक है डिस्ट्रिक्ट मुरादाबाद के उनसे अभी कल मेरी मीटिंग हुई है. मेरी 23 जुलाई को एग्जीबिशन भी है मैम.
Wonderful, wonderful Vandana. And I think you heard Julia also congratulated you. और आपकी हाँ और उन्होंने बोला पूरा GIZ में पार्टी हो रहा था जिस दिन आपका ये खबर आया.
Okay, thank you sir.
So proud of you. Yes. और ये जो आपने बोला yes मेरा business will do that and you also spread the word to other women entrepreneurs जिनको भी आप जानते हैं और जो आप जैसे बनना चाहते हैं उनको भी बताइएगा इसको join करें. Okay. Thank you Vandana. Yeah.
Thank you sir and everybody.
Thank you. Okay, Lavanya, Priyanka, Anupama, Dr. Alka Raza, would you like to talk? Rajiv? Any of our mentors, Tufan, Gautami, yes, who would like to talk? लावण्या आप बात करना चाहेंगी?
जी मैम.
हाँ जी बताइए.
हेलो.
यस बताइए लावण्या.
मैम मेरे को भी बहुत हेल्प मिली है GIZ से. मैंने अपना काम शुरू करा है. शुरू में थोड़ा बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड जैसा मैंने सोचा था वैसा नहीं हो पाया पर आई एम ट्राइंग माई बेस्ट एज गेटिंग नाउ बेटर एंड बेटर डे बाय डे. सो आई वांट टू थैंक ऑल ऑफ यू फॉर सपोर्टिंग मी.
Okay, thank you Lavanya.
जी मैम.
One of our panelists, Nimrat Gujral, unfortunately, because of a family emergency, she couldn't join. Nimrat happens to be one of our single largest individual donors for providing funding to the women entrepreneurs, and she herself is on the boards of very many companies, a soft heart, taking up a lot of social causes. And she had said she may join in any point of time, but I don't think she's been able to, and I don't see her. Okay, let me ask once last, agar koi baat karna chahega, anybody, if you can just let us know. Rajiv, would you like to share something? Then I'll hand it over to Ekta. I'm sorry, I missed Anamika initially, and I'm not sure she's here right now. Gautami, you wanted to talk? Yes, please. Gautami, I've added you as a panelist. Gautami, you are here.
She's mute.
She hasn't started speaking. Gautami, yes.
Good evening, everybody. And I guess this is what, as a mentor, I say congratulations, MeraBizNet, for this idea, for hitting the hammer on its head, because as a mentor, we realized that to all the mentees that I have spoken to, that getting this little sort of a safety net, both from a financial perspective, as well as an idea generation to incubating and everything, perhaps this was their inner desire and you heard it. My only question, and in terms of a sustainability bit, is what is the first thing that it will require for a venture like this to sustain? Is it only funds, or is it only ideas, or is it a combination of both?
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Right now, just the fact that we're all coming together, Gautami, will be the starting push. But like as Pankaj says, we would like to see this itself also getting larger. But yes, right now it's together. Thank you very much. Bandana, you wanted to share? I've promoted you as a panelist.
हाँ, सो हम ये कहना चाहते थे कि अगर मान लो हम एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं कहीं भी किसी भी गांव में, तो हम ये क्यों ज्वाइन करना चाहेंगे? हम यही सोच रहे थे कि हम ये क्यों ज्वाइन करना चाहेंगे। तो एज अ मेंटर जब हमारी कितने लोगों से जब बात हुई, तो हमें लगता था कि देखो हम तो यहाँ दूर बैठे हैं, अलग अलग गाँव में अलग अलग जने वही काम भी कर रहे हैं। तो जैसे हापुड़ में भी और कहाँ पे कोई ब्यूटी पार्लर खोल रहा है, या फिर कई जने ऐसे हैं कि जो बाती बनाने का काम कर रहे हैं, जो हमने पहले कभी सुना भी नहीं था। कई ऐसे थे कि जो बेकरी खोलना चाह रहे थे। तो अगर हमारा ये आइडिया, हमारा मतलब अगर हम वो बिजनेसमैन या बिजनेस पर्सन या एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं, तो हमें लगेगा हमारा आइडिया अच्छा है कि नहीं, हमारे आइडिया में दिक्कतें क्या आएंगी, किसी ने ये काम किया है तो उसने मार्केटिंग कैसे करी। तो अब ये वाला जब प्लेटफॉर्म होगा, तो हमें अपने जैसे वही वाला काम करते हुए कितने और लोगों से हम जुड़ जाएंगे, और हमारी जो अपनी जर्नी है उसमें हमें कितने सारे साथी मिल जाएंगे। तो ये चीज सोच कर हमको बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है कि ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म होगा कि कई लोगों की सीख हमें आराम से एक जगह पे मिल जाएगी। बस यही कहना चाह रहे थे हम।
Thank you so much, Bandana ji. I have another. I can see Upasana has joined right now, but it is I think a little late. PSMBD, I am promoting you as a panelist, and that will bring us to the end of this session. PSMBD, मैंने आपको प्रमोट कर दिया एज अ पैनलिस्ट। उपासना, आप लेट आई हैं, बट मैं कोशिश करूंगी कि आपकी हम सुने। Ekta, with your permission, can we get Upasana to talk? I see she's here.
Yes, please. Yes. She joined some time back.
So, okay, Upasana ko shall we promote as a panelist?
Upasana is here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Upasana, please switch on your video.
Upasana Tomar, no?
Upasana Tomar. Yes. So to everybody, I would like to say Upasana was one of the panelists. She थोड़ी late आई हैं. Her mentor Tufan is also here. Upasna, her business, that she does, she not only now is, it's a full-fledged business in the plastic packaging business, and employs people, and she's been through that whole kind of journey. Upasna, आपसे जो प्रश्न था मैं पूछ रही हूँ,
जी मैम,
ये जो हमने नेटवर्क मेरा बिजनेस ये खोला है, ये आपको क्या लगता है कि किस तरह का आप जैसे और महिलाओं को हम कैसे इससे जोड़ पाए?
सर मैम, मेरे लिए तो, क्योंकि मैं तो पहले से कर रही थी, जब मेरे लिए इतना बेनिफिशियल है तो जो नए हैं उनके लिए तो बहुत ही ज्यादा बेनिफिशियल होगा, आई थिंक दैट।
ओके ओके
जी, क्योंकि मुझे बहुत हेल्प मिली।
तो कैसे ऐसे आप जैसे और महिलाओं को कैसे इसमें जोड़े?
मैम ये तो मतलब जैसे हम जुड़े तो हम आगे प्रमोट करें, हम आगे बोलें तो वो सबको पता चलेगा। मतलब मुझे नॉर्मली लगता है कि हमने किया तो हम बता सकते हैं, हम कह सकते हैं हाँ हमने किया, इससे हमें प्रॉफिट हुआ और बहुत सारा हमें मतलब नॉलेज मिला।
आप अपने बिजनेस के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए हमारे ऑल आवर अटेंडीज को, क्या बिजनेस है आपका?
मैम एक्चुअली मेरा बिजनेस है ये फ्लेक्सिबल पैकेजिंग का, जो पाउच वगैरह ये सारी चीजें हमारी बनती हैं, मिलती हैं मार्केट में, सभी कुछ पैकिंग में मिलता है, मसाले हुए या स्नैक्स हुए या आपके ये चॉकलेट बिस्किट सारी चीजें पैकिंग में मिलती हैं। तो जो ये पैकेजिंग बनती है हम इसे बनाते हैं।
लवली, एक्सीलेंट एक्सीलेंट, थैंक यू उपासना।
और हेलो, यस मैम, इसके बाद मतलब तूफान सर के जो गाइडलाइन के बाद मैंने एक दो ये क्या बोलते हैं फेयर जो लगते हैं फेयर अटेंड किए, और इसके बाद हमने बढ़ाया है, हमने अपना एल्युमिनियम का काम बढ़ाया है। एल्युमिनियम फॉयल जो ये हमारी मेडिसिन जो मिलती हैं, जो दवाइयाँ मिलती हैं, इनमें जो बैक साइड में एल्युमिनियम लगता है उसका काम बढ़ाया है हमने, और बहुत ही हमें मतलब अच्छा रिस्पांस मिल रहा है मैम।
बढ़िया,
बहुत बहुत बधाई, बहुत आगे आप तरक्की करें, बहुत बधाई।
थैंक यू मैम।
Okay, so we come to a close. I'm going to hand it over to Ekta.
Thank you, Pritha. This note of thanks, I will try and ensure it's a short one, but truly heartfelt. सबसे पहले हमारी सभी बिजनेस वुमेन जो प्रोजेक्ट हर एंड नाउ का हिस्सा रह चुकी हैं, आज हमारे साथ जुड़ने का आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। ये मेरा बिजनेट का प्लेटफॉर्म आप सभी के लिए है, इसका पूरा फायदा उठाइएगा, और आप जो और दूसरी बिजनेस वुमेन को भी जानते हैं जो चाहे प्रोजेक्ट हर एंड नाउ का हिस्सा ना भी रही हो, उनको भी इसके बारे में प्लीज बताइएगा और उनको बोलिए कि आके हमसे जुड़े। जितना ये ग्रुप बड़ा होगा उतना ही हम सभी को फायदा होगा। Next, I would like to thank all individuals and organizations who have been our partners and supported EF on its journey throughout, and I'm sure will continue to do so as we launch this new initiative. Our thanks extends to Julia, Neha, and the entire GIZ team, Mr. Venkat Ramana and Mrs. Gujral, who could not join us today, unfortunately, Professor Tanuja from MDI, Ashish Harshita from MASH, Sneha Rakhi from Daily Hunt, all our mentors who have been an integral part of this program throughout, including Radhika, who so beautifully opened this program for us today. And finally, Mr. Jaydev and Dr. Mahajan for being a part of today's launch. If I've missed out on any name, my due apologies for it. Lastly, our thanks to all members of Empower Pragati and Empower Foundation whose support either behind the scene or on the ground has seen us reaching this milestone today. Rajiv, Pankaj, Moshmi, the foundation board members, thank you for joining us today. Since our Shero Shairi ka mahal hai, so I'll end with these lines. मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, पंख से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों में उड़ान होती है। जैसा हमने अपनी विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को बढ़ते हुए देखा है, ये प्लेटफॉर्म जो उन्हीं के लिए है, आई एम श्योर will also go from strength to strength here on. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Pritha.
So if I can ask everyone to switch on your videos and smile, please, for the camera. We should have done this sometime back, but let me see who smiles the best.
Let's get some of our panelists as the people on the panel now.
Yeah, there's a prize for the best smile.
Wait,
Okay.
let me get everybody on as a panelist.
Gautami, Ambika. Moshmi. Best Smile Award is going to Radhika so far.
I'm still doing up the panelist this thing. I'm still promoting. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you. 1 second. Let me see. That's it. The photo is done. Preetha, back to you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Preetha. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Great beginning.
All right. Have a great day ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Shabbashachi, for joining as well. Shabbashachi is from the Center for Media Studies, and they are going to be rolling out a film on a film show in several parts of UP and Rajasthan, talking about gender issues and, of course, touching on women entrepreneurship. The films are on women entrepreneurs. Thank you, Shabbashachi, for joining. He'll be doing it in several of our centers and also some of our Empowered Pragati centers. Thank you, Priyank. Thank you, Pooja.
All strength to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Dr. Alka Raza, thank you so much for joining.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.